Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward. Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 9 yards back on the run there. They're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. Get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Play fake. Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, rested, focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Vikings 14.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put...
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson.
A swing pass here to Edwards.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On 3rd down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Smith catches left side. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off the play fake, Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Play action now. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And this one complete to Smith. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And this is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
The return is Duvernay. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought, is, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think that teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. Remember, they've had their open week already, so this is going to be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action. Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll go option to the short side. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
To throw is Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They run it again with Cook. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. Bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards.
Edwards a first down and more.
And finally taken down to the 25-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins
pushing his way through.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Here's Dobbins.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
at the 42-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Edwards. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That second down play nets a -4.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Now it's Peterson. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down, here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Touchdown, Vikings! Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The return is Duvernay. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Jackson throwing here complete to Boyle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up second.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
And a longtime Cardinal Patrick Peterson up to make the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On second down now, Dobbins. Down to the 25. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Jackson.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Edwards. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So the final seconds have ticked away in this minute.